We are living in a society where true masculinity is being threatened. Also, there are many media figures who arise to define masculinity. There are people spreading knowledge regarding male personality types, such as alpha, sigma, beta, etc. The downside is that it's been discussed in an unrealistic way, which can lead men to believe it is an excuse not to do more, because it indicates that their male personality type is what they are only. It boxes men off from what they can be for the society. For instance, when a beta man came across a situation that required him to be somebody, he would not step up because he is beta, so he would do what beta males do. And when an alpha male came across a situation that required gentleness and a patient approach, he would not be humble enough to do so. Instead, he would act in accordance with his alpha male behavior. Not just this male personality type that can affect men's views, but the influence of the modern culture that made men's loss of self-identity and self-essence due to the option of pleasures. Authentic masculinity is for every man, and to avoid self-destructive thinking. Let's take a look at Christ, a man who was born in Bethlehem in the time when Israel was under Roman rule, a place where persecution and injustice were in his people. The lawlessness is also rampant. However, Jesus showed a man on a mission. He served, protect those who couldn't, not leading anyone to sin, rather teaching them. He was a compassionate healer, standing in the truth even though there were threats, taking the greatest responsibility of the cross and sacrificing himself to protect the people who believed in him from hell. It is written, and they went into Capernaum, and immediately on the Sabbath he entered the synagogue and was teaching, and they were astonished at his teaching, for he taught them as one who had authority, and not as the scribes. Mark 1:21-22. He did not seek power or wealth, but sought to serve. He defines a man's ability to be both gentle and a warrior, fighting for the truth, not for vanity or his own benefit, but rather for the people he cares about. He also experienced temptations that he succeeded in overcoming, for he knew who he was, and when the devil tempted him, he chose to stand on godly principles. It is important to note that Jesus wept as if he were not self-conscious. Instead, he can express himself and isn't obsessed with what other people think. From John 11:32-35, now when Mary came to where Jesus was and saw him, she fell at his feet, saying to him, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." When Jesus saw her weeping, and the Jews who had come with her also weeping, he was deeply moved in his spirit and greatly troubled. And he said, "Where have you laid him?" They said to him, "Lord, come and see." Jesus wept.